Justice for Dre! Justice for Dre!
This outcry for justice coming from people in Indianapolis after a police shooting left a 21-year-old former airman dead. Dre'Shawn Reed, known as Dre or Sean to family and friends, was shot and killed by Indianapolis Metro Police on May 6th as he was live streaming the encounter on Facebook.
I'm not going to jail today. No, sir. You got to catch me, baby. I'm not going to jail today.
The incident starting with a chase at about 6 p.m. According to a police report, Deputy Chief Kendall Adams observed a gray Toyota driving recklessly. So he and Police Chief Randall Taylor, who was in another unmarked car, started chasing Reed. The incident report says at one point, Reed's car almost hit other vehicles as it left the interstate. Jasmine Reed was talking to her brother during the live stream.
He was talking to me on the live, and he like, sis, I'm sorry. Because I'm commenting, I'm like, brother, what are you doing? We can't think for them.
Adams and Chief Taylor stopped following Reed as other officers in marked cars joined the chase. About 10 minutes after it all started, those officers terminated their pursuit as well. But 6 minutes later, the report states police saw Reed leave his car and ignore officers' verbal commands to stop. As Reed ran, police ran after him. According to the police report, officers deployed a taser at Reed. That was followed by an exchange of gunfire.
The chase was wrong. My brother was wrong for doing the chase. That's right, but my brother, he definitely did not deserve to be shot like that.
Dre'Shawn Reed was pronounced dead at the scene. No officers were hurt. But a comment captured on Reed's Facebook feed, presumably made by an officer at the scene, is sparking outrage all over social media and raising questions about the actions of the officers involved.
Looks like it's going to be a closed casket, homie.
Shell casings from 2 guns were found at the scene. Police report a gun found near Reed's body appears to match a firearm he posed with on social media. Police Chief Randall Taylor is standing by his officers for now.
At this point, I have no reason to think that the officer didn't act appropriately, but I'm willing to wait and see how that investigation plays out.
But community activists and Reed's family are demanding transparency.
My little brother became a statistic. He wasn't trying to be that. He's a statistic now.
The Marion County prosecutor is calling for an independent investigation into the shooting.
In fact, the interaction between law enforcement and Mr. Reed began with Chief Randy Taylor, and he will undoubtedly be a material witness in this case. It is important for everyone in the community to know that the prosecutor's office understands that many of our friends are going through difficult times right now and are experiencing pain as a result of what happened.
I knew my brother thought the situation was just going to go differently. I know he did. I know my brother didn't think they was going to shoot him down like that. He was scared.
Again, a tragic case, but much different than the first case we were talking about, because here we're talking about a police shooting and we're also talking about an exchange of gunfire. Let's bring Julie Grant in. Julie, to me, several facts here, and I want to hear what Sean's mom had to say in just a moment. But first, I just want to make this clear. Police are saying this was an exchange of gunfire. Are the ballistics matching all that?
Correct, Vinny. Yes, so far they are. There will be more ballistic testing done as this investigation goes, but some testing so far has indicated that the shell casings that was from the spent cartridge casings gathered at the scene show that both the officer's gun was fired and Sean Reed's gun was fired as well. So yes, there was an exchange of gunfire, and of course more testing will be done in terms of reconstructing that shooting and essentially determining whether or not this was a clean shoot, right? That's the million-dollar question. We know that there was this chase that occurred, very reckless driving, people potentially in danger. We know that he ran, officers ran after him. They did deploy a taser, and we know gunfire after that point. But yes, the investigation's still ongoing, but that's what we preliminarily know, that Reed fired his gun as well.
All right, let's take a listen to Sean Reed's mother, and obviously she's heartbroken.
If you knew my son, you love my son. My lovable, silly child. Mama, you know I love you, but I'm gonna go do something silly today. But I love you. no matter what.
You know, Julie, I couldn't help but notice when we were watching that Facebook stream that he did, the Facebook Live, and I've watched parts of it as well, and the comments that were coming up, and a lot of people were watching it. She described him as silly, and that's almost what I gathered from him, that this police chase, he was kind of having fun with it while he's doing this Facebook Live, because we see he's smiling and he seems to be joking. He seems to be consistent with the way his mother is describing him as kind of being a little silly.
Yes, I think that's a really reasonable inference to draw, and perhaps why she said that today. Certainly, she's devastated. Absolutely, your heart breaks for her. Any parent who has to bury a child, it is just awful. And I'm sure she's thinking, why? Why did this have to happen? And yes, when she said he's silly, he's a jokester, he's a provider, a guy with a really big heart. But she makes the point of saying, gonna go do something stupid. And here, I mean, for this to occur, it's just got to be her worst nightmare. And just to be really clear, the civil attorney representing the family was there, but nothing has been formally filed as of yet, Vinny. They said they mainly wanted to just get out in front of the public and say thank you for all of the support. And they're still gathering information to determine whether or not they may try to pursue some legal action on behalf of the family.
Sure. Let's take a listen to the family attorney, Fatima Johnson. Here we go.
This is what we're supposed to do when we have questions. We're not supposed to fade into the distance and fade into silence. This is what we're supposed to do. They want to know why we're here with masks on, risking our lives, because it's that important that you understand that this is unacceptable.
That's right. Unacceptable.
And that we will not smile.
That's right.
And be silent.
That's right.
And be strong.
That's right.
And take it.
Amen.
Thank you.
Julie, I take a step back and looking at this case and other cases that I've covered through the years, I don't know if I can remember one where there's an exchange of gunfire and police officers are indicted for a crime. I've seen cases where someone is unarmed and they haven't been indicted, or unarmed and they're found not guilty at trial. But here, with an exchange of gunfire during my career, I can't remember one. And I'm wondering if you can remember ever covering a case where a police officer is charged after an exchange of gunfire.
No, that's an excellent point. I can't think of any example that I'm aware of. And right, we will see as this investigation unfolds. If Sean Reed shot first at police officers, there's a huge problem here, and case closed. You cannot shoot at the officers. They have every right to respond with deadly force and to kill someone who's using deadly force against them, Vinny.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's heartbreaking for everyone. It's shocking. It's horrible. And it's all on Facebook Live as well, so people experienced it as it happened. Julie Grant, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Vinny.